start. Okay, that should be it. That's it.
All right.
I'm seeing.
Okay, that should be
waiting
it.
for Geek Gab. Okay, stream's starting.
That's it.
Welcome
All
to
right.
the stream.
Okay, I'm
that
also
should be it.
seeing the live now on the main YouTube. Okay, stream's starting.
I'm wondering how audible we all are.
Welcome to the stream. Good evening and welcome to Radio Free Geek Gab.
Okay, I'm
that
also
should be
seeing the live now on the main
I'm your
YouTube.
co-host, Catholic Lancer.
I'm wondering how audible we all are.
Welcome to the stream. Good evening and welcome to Radio Free Geek Gab.
Oh wow, this is
Okay,
amazing.
I'm also seeing.
I can hear all of us right off the bat. Okay. Oh, no, okay, I muted YouTube, and I don't think I can hear you guys anymore. Are you still there?
Check, check, radio check.
Okay, I'm receiving you.
Through your Discord or the stream?
Through my
Okay.
headphone.
So what I'm getting is a bunch of repeating audio.
Aha, you're getting repeating audio.
Yep.
Do you have Discord muted and are just listening to us via the stream, or do you have the stream
Actually,
Discord?
it might have been fixed once. Okay, yeah, whatever you did about 25 seconds ago seems to have fixed it.
Yeah, I muted the stream on YouTube, so I'm only listening through Discord now.
Okay.
You might have just been getting... So sometimes when I listen, when I'm watching the stream in Discord, I'll get the echo because I hear us talk in Discord and on the stream. So that might be what's going on with you, Martel.
Ah, Rawl is here. Hi, Rawl. You weren't supposed to see this, but I'm glad you're here. Oh, nice, doing it right up for an OVA game. Well, Godspeed.
Yeah, so it sounds like sounds like whatever the repeating thing was that we had to start isn't there right now.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Audio quality is pretty clear too.
I'm glad you guys are digging this.
This is a test of the Xseed streaming system. This is only a test.
Had this been an actual Xseed emergency, you would have heard screaming, followed by your roof caving in.
And a flash of pink hair out of the corner of your eye.
Perhaps the sting of a platypus barb.
It's nasty stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, only the best. I'm messing around with the frames a bit. Trying to make our avatars fill them. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's big. Yours is giving me a bit of trouble, CL. Okay. I think I finally get this figured out here as soon as the delay catches up. Oh, okay, I see one problem. The Discord windows are on top of the frames.
So the way you can move stuff around in there, if say we had like character art or full-size profile pictures or something, you could have those just like hanging out underneath the stream.
Yeah, I can insert an image anywhere I want. It's like these frames are just like public domain art that I just cut the centers out of. Right. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then I added a source, which was the same Discord window 3 times from the Discord app, and just excuse me, shrink them down. So, like for example, if I take yours and then like move it up, so it functions like layers in Photoshop. So I can put that on top of the map layer, and then like if I hit Alt and expand it, see there are all of ours.
Oh, okay. You've just shrunk the Discord window to...
Yeah, with all 3 of us. Yeah. So yeah, that is how this works. Pretty nifty.
Here, I'll try moving some stuff around in Roll20.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not seeing any changes on screen.
Yeah, it takes a second. Those 2 are kind of kissing cousins there, but again, this is just a test.
I wonder if I need to relaunch a new instance of Roll20.
No, I'm seeing you moving it around. It's just not showing up on the screen.
Okay, so it shows up in YouTube, but not in the internal view of the stream.
Oh, so it's not showing up.
It's not showing up on YouTube. I can see it move in Roll20 itself. It's just not showing up on YouTube.
That might be me. One moment. Try making some rolls.
Oh, and now the YouTube thing seems to.
Oh, YouTube's working now?
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, Mad Matt. Thank you for joining this test. We're just working the bugs out.
All right. Just made a roll. Let's see how long it takes to update.
I'm going to refresh my YouTube page. Okay. Yeah, just refresh YouTube.
Well, so it's also not showing up on the Discord stream.
Huh, that's odd.
There it is. Or at least I just heard something. Oh no, that was CL doing one. Yeah, doesn't seem to be updating for whatever reason.
Yep, good, Brawl. We're trying to get the technical difficulties out of the way now. Oh, there we go. It just updated in OBS, so it should be updating on YouTube soon. Looks like there's just a lot of a delay.
Yeah. Is there a setting for that?
Almost.
Is it delaying our audio as well, or just the Roll20?
Just Roll20.
So, and the audio's on the standard delay. It's just... Yeah, so the audio is with the standard delay, but there seems to be a lot of lag between the Roll20 and just a Discord update.
Yeah, I'm sure I can mess with like bandwidth and bit rates and speeds and whatnot. I have to look up a tutorial. Also, I got a bunch of windows open, so it could be my machine lagging. Okay, I'm gonna make a roll. Luckily, Roll20 itself is working fine.
Yeah, and everything seems to be working fine except for the very, very big delay between Roll20 and OBS.
Okay, well now it seems to be catching up. Because I just made a roll like a minute ago. Okay, it caught up. Because my roll just showed up on YouTube, and I made that like a minute ago. Or less. So go ahead, guys. Tell you what, I'll watch it. Interact with Roll20. Just do whatever. Move some... Max around, make some rolls. Send some chats. Oh yeah? So Matt already likes the Combat Frame X8 RPG better than Lancer, which is just woke bullshit. Yeah, you'll find none of that here. Guaranteed. Well, except possibly to make fun of it. And yes,
just did a bunch of rolls and movement in Roll20, so we'll see how long it takes for it to update.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have put spaces in there.
And also, yes, Matt, this is a test to lead into a full demo. So once we get the kinks worked out here, we will be scheduling an actual live demo stream of the Combat Frame X8 RPG. Okay, yeah, not seeing your roller movement on YouTube yet.
Same. Not watching. You are seeing it in Roll20, though?
Yes. See, I got a 22. You got 4 successes.
Yep.
I think it might be the live chat because the live chat is replicated in OBS. Let me close out of that. Let's see if that speeds things up. So I've closed the live chat window in OBS.
Okay, and everything just updated at once.
That was probably it. So okay, try doing some more stuff. We'll see if it catches up now.
Okay, so on the Discord feed, I'm seeing all of this moving in real time.
Same with OBS.
Yeah, so if we get these smoother movements on Roll20, that might have fixed it.
There it is. Okay, and it's catching up on YouTube. That was it. So we learned the lesson. Do not enable the cloned live chat window in OBS.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now it's working.
No stream of chats running in the background.
No, not in OBS. That was sucking up too much bandwidth, it looks like. Because what that allows me to do is actually put the live chat in the frame. So viewers can see it live, but I mean, it's right there in YouTube anyway. So what's really the point?
It's interesting because some streamers are able to do that.
Yeah.
It's just need higher speed or higher upload speed internet.
Maybe there's just a trick to it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Bradford. Okay, we're accumulating quite an audience now. But yeah, this is a test for the test demo of the Comet Frame X8 RPG. We're just messing around with OBS now. But I think the three of us got it working. Somebody make another roll.
Just did. About
Awesome.
20 seconds ago. Which it has not updated on Discord or the Discord feed yet.
Okay, I'm seeing it in OBS.
Okay, yeah, both my roll and CL's just updated now on Discord.
Okay. Wonder if that's part of it too.
Not sure. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, just updated on YouTube. But I had to refresh. So it seems like you got to refresh every once in a while and then it syncs back up. So tell you what, let me go into Discord here because honestly, since we're all in Roll20, we really don't need my screen cloned in there. So let me shut that off, see if that helps. But I'm glad the audio is working. That's refreshing. Yeah, that seemed to help a lot. Okay, so it's just about saving resources. Seems to be the trick, chat.
So I like the software because our audio issues have been almost non-existent.
Yeah, it's amazing. It seems to know just what to do.
Because this is the first time using OBS, right?
Yeah, I've never used it live before. I've got to rearrange our avatars a bit. Now that I closed one of the windows in Discord, but there we are. See, chat, you're getting a look behind the curtain. This is how the magic happens. Behold. Oh, yeah. Spook 205. This is going to be as crunchy as you want. So, okay, what do you say, CL? Should we give the folks a show? Should we give them a mech duel here?
Let me switch to my desktop then, so I can actually get Roll20 to work.
Okay. Standing by.
Somebody said mech duel.
I did. I think the chat would like to see one. We'll just give them a bit of an air show.
The chat wants.
All right.
Oh, who am I to decline the chat?
Okay, and also
I'll be back up in a minute.
okay. So meantime, let me add another source here. Excuse me.
I think we need permissions to move the Svitals still.
Oh, weird. So I'm not sure how to add my PDF reader as a source so that people can see the rule book.
Well, whatever you just did, you can see all of YouTube then. On the live stream.
Really weird.
Went back to how it was.
Radio check. 1, 2, 3. Radio check.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
Okay.
But oh well, I'll just talk people through it then. No big deal. So okay, let me go into Roll20 and clean things up a bit. Set the stage. So unfortunately, we must bid a fond farewell to Anhariar, Crescentia, and Stapfin. Okay.
Do you infer both?
Come again?
Do you infer well, and ye fair Spanish ladies?
Ah, excellent quote. Okay, which of you two wants to be EGE and who wants to be Sox?
I'll play Sox.
Good man. Okay. Are you amenable to that, Martel?
Sure.
Okay, in that case, let me reassign ownership.
I've got no preference. Do we want to do our standard 3D y'all?
What do you guys want to do?
For skills across the board.
Yeah, simple little demo. We just hold 3d6 all skills.
Sure.
Sounds good to me. Sound good, chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Zvidolf should be under CL's control and the Gren 3 under Martel's. So let's get some distance here, because these guys are pretty fast. Just gonna do a dual style, start you on opposite sides of the field. Okay. So let me get back into YouTube, make sure this looks okay.
And now I need to remember how all of these rules work.
That's what I'm here for. I'm going to walk everybody through it. So first of all, first thing to know is, so we're on a hex grid here. Each hex represents a range of 1 to 300 meters. So a kilometer is roughly 3 hexes. Okay? That is because of the incredible speeds some combat frames can achieve, but it also gives just enough wiggle room, like just enough a reasonable scale for slower vehicles and even character scale movement. Like basically, a character outside of a mech can move 1 hex per turn. So the first thing we're going to do is see if you guys notice each other. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sensor rolls. You do that with your target acquisition and identification skills, which are by agreement set at 3D. So you can roll TA and I, and then you're going to add a bonus whole number equal to your respective mech's sensor ratings. Do both of you have your books open to your mech's stats? CL, do you have your manual open to the Zweidolf?
I do.
Excellent.
And now we get to see just how truly awful I am when I haven't had the opportunity to soup up a custom mech.
We shall see.
Oh, that's not going to work at all. That's more of a roll 20ism. How many? Do you know how many feet you have set per hex? Let's see.
Oh, do I need to reset that?
I think the measurement is just by hex.
Token Rs are in feet for some reason. Oh, it's probably 5 feet per hex, like D&D style.
Oh, it reset. Okay.
If I need 18 hexes...
Hold on, I'll fix that. We really need to fix that. So I can just do that right in here. Grid cell distance 300 meters. Fixed. So okay, so 9 and 18 are your respective TA and I rolls?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, how many meters per hex then?
300.
Okay, that's right.
So the result of your roll is how many hexes you got. So you're just going to multiply that by 300. So
Got it.
okay. Because you should have a 5,400 meter aura, CL.
Is it not showing up on your screen?
It is. Is it the blue one?
It's the yellow one. I don't see a blue one.
Okay, Martel just... Oh, sorry, I got you guys reversed.
I set up a purple one. It's kind of the color I go for.
Okay, there we go. Excellent. So, as chat can now see, the yellow aura is the Zweidolf's current sensor radius, or rather, its sensor radius is actually 50 hexes, but that the yellow and the blue auras represent what range within the sensor radius the pilot has detected stuff.
Also, should we start facing each other?
Sure, if you want. I'll let you guys decide. But as of now, you haven't seen each other. So what I also want you to decide is which of your drives you're using and what is your current speed.
Are we in space?
No, you're on the ground.
Okay.
Or you're in an Atmo.
I'm going to use legs, and I can accelerate by half my speed for that drive per turn, right?
Correct.
So I will set my speed to 2.
Okay.
I'll do likewise.
Okay, so first round, neither belligerent has detected the other, so they're blissfully strolling along. So, okay. Each of you go ahead and advance 2 hexes. Okay, so at this point, the Zweidolf detects the Gren 3. But the Gren 3 does not yet know that the Zweidolf is there. So, what that means is, CL, you get a surprise round. So you may now commit actions.
Alright. We will open fire with the Zweidolf rifle. We're going to fire 1, and its fire action types are Foxtrot and Romeo. Which I think means, if I remember right, is rapid fire and...
No, you're looking at the firing angles, which is front, right?
Yeah, those are the fire arcs. Because it's
Okay.
in the mech's right hand, so it can fire on its front, or it can sweep its arm out to the right. Which, in practical terms, means...
Is actually its shield side.
There was my little drawing tool, yeah. So it means, like, you can hit everything on the upper corner of that line.
Rate
Like-
of fire is 1.
Yeah.
Hang on, just to make sure we're correct. The way I'm envisioning this, if this is the front of the mech, are you able to see my cursor? No, probably not.
No, I'm not.
Let me grab the line tool.
Oh, I see. The head is forward, right?
Yep, so that means his shield arm is actually his right side with his gun arm, and his gun side arm is actually where the shield's at.
Okay. Yeah, this is much easier 3D miniatures, but I get what you're saying. So yeah, the Gren 3 is in the correct fire arc. You can fire on him.
Cool, and because he's within my sensors, I get to add the fire control dice, so I get to roll 66 for the attack.
Let me double check. Yes, you are correct. And it has a rate of fire of 1. So because the Gren 3's pilot is unaware of you, he cannot attempt to evade your attack. So your difficulty is just equal to the number of hexes between you.
Which was 18 or less, so that's going to be a hit.
Yep, it was 15. So yes, you successfully hit. Okay. So, Martel, a sizzling red plasma bolt slams into your mech. We're going to find out where.
Lovely. Oh,
It's
That's
just
my body
1d6
roll.
per location, right?
Yep. I'm just looking up in the book. Okay, I went too far. Here we go. Oh, actually, no, you're not going to roll for your location. You didn't do a called shot. You're just going to roll damage, and then Martel is going to roll to soak, and the results will tell us which system was damaged.
Alright, this is 66 armor-piercing damage coming your way then.
Yep, which means, Martel, you're going to roll the Gren 3's body, and then add in only half of its armor protection.
that was the 13 that I got.
Yes, I was looking at the book.
6 damage made it through.
Okay. So now, we use that 1d6 roll to determine where the damage is applied. So you got a 3. That was a moderate. Ooh, 1 integrated weapon hit. So to find out which one, see, I'll go ahead and roll another d6
going to be one of the 2 missile pods, right?
Well, or the arms.
Ooh.
So it's a number 4. So what we
yeah.
do is we just go to the Gren 3's sheet and just count down to find out what the 4th integrated weapon is. So we skip the machine gun. We're going to skip the lance. The arms and the missile pods are the viable targets here.
So, missile pod.
Yep, it's going to be the 2nd missile pod.
Yeah.
So now, I just look back at the mech damage chart, and so that 2nd missile pod is going to take damage of an equal amount. So it's going to take a moderate amount of weapon damage. Scrolling. I'm not as adept at searching PDFs as I am Word files. Okay. Damage to mecha, range weapon damage levels. Okay, and CL roll 1d6 one more time and tell me the result. What did you get?
1.
Okay. So, Martel, keep in mind that your 2nd missile pod has suffered negative 2d to its damage, so it's only going to do 60 instead of 8d per shot, okay?
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a way.
What was that last roll for?
Determining which part, like which system of the missile pod was damaged. Because, so the missile damage suffered the moderate hit because you rolled 6 damage. So a 1 to 2 is negative 2d to its damage, which is what happened. On a 3, it could lose 2d from its fire control. On a 4, it can lose 10 from its range. And on 5 to 6, it can lose 5 ammo. Make sense?
For anyone asking if this was a crunchy game, are you not entertained?
Exactly. And honestly, if you don't want to get this granular, you can go ahead and make some homebrew rules and just skip some of these steps and even just say that, okay, the weapon is destroyed instead of having to roll on the ranged weapon damage level table. That's fine. Sometimes we just throw those extra degrees of micro level crunchiness out the window. Whatever's more fun, right?
And on a physical tabletop too, you could even have like a hit location die that you just throw when you make the attack roll with all the other dice.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do here is just add a little notation that the Gren 3's missile pod is damaged. So there, I'll just add this little icon in the upper right corner of the Gren 3's Avi there, just as a reminder that it's suffered some damage. Okay, so you committed a movement. Your current speed is a land speed of 2, proceeding forward. You have attacked. You do have like a free action left, so like a speech action or like drawing or sheathing a weapon, something like that. CL, gonna do anything else?
I presume I already have my shield out and up.
If you didn't before, you can definitely have it up now.
I'm advancing with shield and rifle at the ready.
Okay. And you're going to maintain speed?
I will.
Okay. All right, now, surprise round is over. We move to initiative. So both pilots are just going to roll their initiative stats. And again, as we agreed, they're both 3. So this is an even contest. Go ahead.
Yep.
Let's see here. Going to check the stat really quick. Oh, night roll. system where differing sensor suites actually apply. Neat. Yeah, glad you like that. Bradford, look, the SOC doesn't trust you to order bog standard pepperoni or sausage pizza. That's a reliable shortcut for not the good guys. True. Mad Matt. Yep, I'm liking this combat way better than boring Lancer combat. Oh, just wait till we get going. Which is about to happen. I think it's about to go down. Okay, so I'm seeing CL has initiative 14, Martel has a 12, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so high initiative wins. So
Gonna
CL.
kick the drives up to 4, stand on my legs, but accelerating.
All right, proceed.
I forget. Turning, changing, facing 60 degrees costs me 1, right?
Yeah, one hex facing costs 1 speed. If you do it as your first action, there's a difficulty penalty to your piloting roll.
Okay. So I think I should be able to do... My front arc is the front 3 hexes, right?
Your front arc is going to be... Hold on. Everything in this hex line to this hex line. So it's that cone.
Okay, so I should be able to go... So I'd go... To do this movement, I'd go 1 forward, turn to the right, move down, turn back to the front, and that would be my speed of 4.
Yeah, so you're moving forward, so that's 1. Turning right, that's 2. Going forward again, that's 3.
And then turning left again so that my facing stays the same.
Yep, that would be 4.
Okay. And that's how I have to do that movement, correct? I can't advance along the
Along the line?
Yeah.
Correct. Now, you can do slides if you want, where you just like sidestep into adjacent hex without changing facing, but again, that adds to the piloting difficulty in the event you have to make a piloting roll.
Okay, whereas doing it this way, simple.
Yeah, let's start with the fundamentals before we get into more advanced stuff. I think that's a good idea.
Yep. Alright, I will do... Next, I will do a called shot to the... I'm looking for the Grand 3 stat sheet. Called shot to his legs.
Okay. So in that
I
case,
believe that adds...
that's going to add 2. Yeah. Let me explain what I'm doing for the folks at home. So that's a called shot. Combat frames are considered size category 3. The game has a size category system for scaling combat. A major component of the mech is considered to be 1 size category smaller than the mech it's installed on. Okay, so because CL is aiming at the Gren 3's leg, the leg is considered size category 2. When you are aiming at something that is a smaller size category than you, your difficulty increases, or basically the target gets a 1d6 bonus to dodge. But in this case, because Martel is still not aware of exactly where the enemy is and can't dodge yet, I am adding a 1d6 roll to the range. So in this case, CL's difficulty to hit it would normally be 14. It's going to be 16 because of the modifier I rolled. Make sense? So your difficulty to hit the legs is 16. Oh boy. Yeah, that did it.
Yep.
Sorry. So now on the flip side of size category, because a larger size category weapon struck a smaller size category object, and the difference between them is 1, CL will enjoy a plus 1d6 damage bonus to this damage roll. So CL, go ahead and roll damage, and Martel, go ahead and roll soak.
76 armor piercing.
I can't make that save.
Well, you can always mitigate it. It's not either or.
Actually, I came pretty close to it.
Yeah, so you're only going to take a light damage, actually. Okay. So this is easy.
I think I might. Yeah. I should have only been rolling 2 dice there.
Well, no, you roll your full body, he gets the modifier. So you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Your soak isn't modified. So this is easy. Because it was a cult shot, we don't need to roll for hit location. We know it was the legs, and we know it was a light hit. So the Gren 3 loses 1 point from its leg rating. Not its leg speed, its overall leg stat. Okay? Any questions about that? Is that making sense? I want to take silence as agreement.
So it won't actually affect his speed until his rating's down to 0?
No. Because a mech's current maximum speed is you take the rating of the drive in use and subtract its current weight. And that gives you its top speed to the limit of the drive. So the land speed limit of a leg drive is 7. Okay? So as long as his current drive rating minus his current weight is 7 or more, he can still do 7. And he can also do stuff like discard equipment or jettison things to lower his weight back to the point where he can go max speed again. So losing 1 point of leg drive, yeah, it sucks, but it's not catastrophic. Does that make sense?
Have I been playing acceleration right then? Because if I'm fully weighed down right now, rating of 11, 2, so does that mean my top speed's actually 2 right now?
Good question.
Or my...
Yeah, let's go over this. Okay, so I'm looking at this Vidolf here. So yeah, its base weight is 7, its full weight is 9. Okay, well, where does that weight come from? So 3 of it is coming from its body. Okay, then 3 more is coming from the armor because armor the amount that your armor contributes to weight is now 2/3 because of the change in the armor rules. Rounded up, so there's 6. So then the shield accounts for 2. So when a weapon is in a mech's arms, one advantage that a mech has is that it can use its arms for counterbalance, for AMBAC in Gundam terms. So equipment carried in a mech's arms does not count against its current weight because it can actually use it for maneuvering as long as the weight of what it's carrying doesn't exceed the strength of the arms, which your shield does not. You have arm strength of 4. So that 2 points from your shield does not count against your current weight, nor does your rifle. So right now, you're at base weight right now, actually, because all you have sheathed is your plasma sword. So, nope, you can do 4. You're good.
Okay, and then half of that speed number, you generate that. So if I were at full weight, I could only accelerate by 1 per turn, and I would top out at 2.
Yeah, if you were at full weight, so if you were at if you were 9, if you're at 9 weight, your top speed would be 2. You can only accelerate or decelerate by 1 per turn. That's correct.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, are you done with your turn?
Moved, hacked. I've got the weapons up that I want up, so I'm good.
Okay. Well, Martel, thank you for waiting. It is now your turn. Suggestion. You may, at this point, if you wish, attempt a new TA and I roll to hopefully get some more range on your sensors.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
I'm also going to rule that because you now know the direction the attack is coming from, I'm going to give you an additional +5 bonus.
That's fine. I make it anyway. 18 hexes.
Oh, nice. So it's equal to him. So I will go ahead and adjust. Oh, thank you. Hey! Alright. Target acquired.
So what are the rules for switching drive types in combat?
Okay, well, it just takes a simple action. So, yeah, if you want to kick in your flight drives, one, you could just leave your legs powered if you have enough energy for it. You don't have to turn them off, but you can if you want.
Okay.
And then you just make sure you have enough energy to pay for the movement you're going to use, which the Gren 3 should have in spades.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. The other question is, do maneuvering rockets count while I'm on the ground?
No, you don't need to use those on the ground.
Which is another reason for me to take flight.
Yep.
Okay. So counting the acceleration stuff, if I want to go forward and up 1 hex, I should be able to do 3 forward, 1 up with rockets.
Let me check. Okay. So you've got a rocket rating of 25. We need to figure out your current weight. So which weapons do you currently have in hand, if any?
Both of them.
Okay. So in that case, you're going to be... Oh, well, you do have missiles loaded. So that's going to add 2. So right now, you weigh 9. Okay. So that means your top rocket speed, since you have rockets rated at 25, you've got a top speed of 16.
11, I think. Weights. Because both my missile pods are loaded, so they'll weigh 2 each.
Well, your base weight is 7, which takes into account the first weight of the missile pod.
Okay.
So then adding 1 more from each. So no, you're at 9.
Okay.
So then you can actually, first round to kick in your rockets, you can accelerate up to 8. So you have 8 points of movement you can use from those.
I'll just stick with 3 forward right now.
Okay, go for it.
And 1 up, which I'm going to enter in the green field.
Okay. This is getting exciting.
And then, first shot integrated weapon missile. The one that does 8d damage.
Okay, so your other missile pod. So you do have a sensor lock on him. So therefore you will get the 3D fire control bonus. So you'll be rolling 6 dice to attack. Proceed whenever you're ready.
Man, there's 11 hexes, or he counts as altitude, right? So 12
Yeah.
hexes between him and I.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I think my odds are better rolling to dodge.
Yeah, the average roll on 1d6 is 3.5.
Yep. Well, for being on the ground versus a flying opponent, I get a bonus to my dodge roll, right?
Yes, combat frame gets +5 bonus when its legs are engaged on the ground. So you'll be rolling 3d +5. So,
And because because my speed is 4, I get up to 4 dodge attempts per turn, right?
well, that you haven't used yet. That's one of the drawbacks of going first. So, like, if you used all your movement, you can't dodge.
Okay. So basically, if I have a movement of 4 and want to be able to dodge 4 times, I basically just stand there.
Yeah. Now, so is 4 your current possible top speed?
Yeah, because I'm speed 7 on my legs.
Yeah, you can't dodge.
Alright, so I just get... yeah, that's much, much more than the distance, so...
You can, however, use the shield.
Ooh, I will do that.
Yeah, because it gives half cover on your front and left arcs.
Cool.
So that's going to give you a plus. It's going to give plus 10 to the difficulty.
21, so still hits, but not as bad.
Yeah, it's going to hit the shield because if it misses by, excuse me. Oh wait, actually, I think I'm reading that wrong. Gives half cover on front and left arcs. Shield hit on a failure by 1 to 10. Okay, yeah. So it hits the shield. So... Oh, wait, no. It didn't fail. He hit. So, no, he does make it around the shield, and he hits you. Apologies for the confusion. It's actually been a while since I ran this.
Oh.
So, okay.
That's 8d apex.
Yep, so CL, go ahead and roll your Zweidolf's body plus half armor. Ooh.
Oof.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So, on the base damage roll, the Gren 3 beat the Zweidolf by 11. So, normally, I believe that would be severe damage. But notice how Martel said that he has Apex ammo. Yeah, that stands for Armor Piercing Explosive. What the explosive weapon effect does is automatically bumps up any damage scored to the next higher damage level. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Oh, okay.
Ooh boy.
Roll hit location.
Yeah, we're going to do that in a second, but first you determine the severity. So yeah, the 11 would have been extensive damage. Instead, you get bumped up to devastating damage, which is one category below destroyed outright. So, good news, you're still in the fight. We're going to get to the bad news now, so Martel, go ahead and roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
Oh dear. Well, actually, that doesn't matter to him at all.
What was the result? I'm looking at the...
Maneuvering thrusters in use destroyed.
Ooh. Okay.
He's not using any. He's on the ground.
Wait, that's actually something that can happen? You don't even get to blow them up?
Well,
Rules.
yeah. Now, normally, what we do here is... Okay, I'm going to give you guys an option. Martel can either re-roll, because the base rules do say, like, if you roll a result that isn't applicable, keep re-rolling until you do hit something, or... CL, I'm going to give you the choice. You can choose to have your maneuvering rockets destroyed, which means you won't be able to use them later.
Hang on, which page is this chart on?
In the PDF, this is on... Where the page? 56.
Okay, so we're looking at...
Mech damage levels.
Am I looking at the wrong one? Because there don't seem to be page numbers online.
There aren't. I'm looking in the reader's page count.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it took me a second to find.
Trying to find this maneuvering thrusters in use. Oh, here we go. Maneuvering thrusters and use destroyed. So the other things that could happen to me are generator down, drive and use destroyed, all integrated weapons down, minus. You know what? I'll just lose the maneuvering thrusters.
Okay, sound good to everybody?
Yep.
All right, yeah, so you take out his maneuvering rockets.
All right. And now
So I shall give
I do
you
my
a
non-integrated weapon.
snail. There you go.
Yep. So now I'm going to do the non-integrated weapon, which is the 115 millimeter machine gun, which I'm going to be firing on all.
I don't think you can, if I remember correctly. Unless they're fire linked, you can only fire one integrated weapon per round, and then that's it, because that's the advantage of arms. Is you
Right.
can wield a weapon in each arm, but I don't. Unless you have multiple gunners, I don't think you can mix and match. Let me double check though.
I thought it was one. It's been a while.
Yeah, same here. I'm reading it. I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm in the combat section. Here we go, ranged attacks. Okay. Okay. This is coming back. Oh, okay. So it says each mech is allowed only one integrated weapon attack in a round, subject to certain extenuating conditions, of which fire link to be one. Okay. Never mind. I'm wrong. You can mix and match integrated and non-integrated, but you can only do one integrated attack, which you've done. So, yeah, you can now deploy the 115 millimeter machine gun, but you're at a negative 1d penalty to attack with it.
It has 1D fire control, so I'll just do that. Which I don't think that one's actually going to hit. Nope.
Okay, so a stream of 115 millimeter tracers zip over your shoulder, CL, and like take out some trees.
Alrighty.
Now, for the people talking about electronic warfare in the chat, what are the rules for jamming?
I'm glad you asked, because there are rules for jamming. Let me just do a quick PDF search. Okay. So I'll read this for everyone. Sensor jamming. A mech's sensors can be used to jam an enemy sensors. Jamming can be done in two ways, targeted and area jamming. Jamming is an attack action. Targeted jamming. Choose one mech within sensor range. Resolve the jamming attempt as a ranged attack using TA and I as the attack skill against a difficulty equal to the range to the target and hexes. If successful, the target suffers plus 15 to the difficulty of all TA and I rolls. So it effectively will also reduce CL's aura by 15 hexes. So it can cloak you from him. Jamming ceases if the jammed mech leaves the jamming mech sensor range, or if the pilot of the jammed mech beats the jamming pilot at an opposed TA and I roll. The jammed pilot must equal or exceed the jamming pilot's initial roll. If successful, the jammed mech has switched to a clear frequency, and another roll is required to jam the mech again. Or area jamming. A pilot can jam an area centered on his mech with a radius and hexes equal to his mech's sensor rating. All mech pilots entering the area must score equal to or higher than the jamming mech pilot on an opposed TA&I roll, or suffer plus 15 to all TA&I difficulties. And a jamming pilot can tell his allies which frequency to switch to avoid the jamming effect. Make sense?
But you have to basically give up one of your attacks to make a jamming attack.
Yeah, it is considered an attack, yeah.
Is it considered an integrated weapon attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Because an integrated weapon is by default anything not held in your mech's hands.
Okay, so he can jam me or fire a missile at me.
Right.
Because he doesn't have a Wizzo in the back.
Correct.
No Cobalt, unfortunately. Or fortunately, perhaps.
This game would already be over with a kobold.
Yeah, round 1, just eject yourself.
Little inside joke for the folks at home.
Eject yourself. Okay, so then that goes back to top of the rounds.
Correct.
Okay, so keeping my speed at 4, then I could try and I could attempt to slide and then still keep up 2 dodge attempts for his integrated and his non-integrated attack.
Yeah, like if you just want to slide, like... Yeah, so that would use 2 speed. And would have a difficulty of 4, though.
Okay. So then I'd roll my piloting.
Yep.
So I'm okay.
Yeah, because you actually got 14, because, again, you're a combat frame on foot. And you get a bonus.
So then, because I don't have any other integrated weapons, I can go for the jam. 10 hexes, and still fire my plasma rifle.
Correct.
Alright, so 10 hex distance. I roll T and I with no bonus this time, right? Just
No,
with
you do
skill.
get a bonus. Consider it fire control. So you get your sensor rating as a whole number as a bonus, not as a die code. That's it.
So then he makes an opposed T and I now.
No, he has to do that as an action on his turn.
Okay, so I've basically reduced his aura to 3 now.
Yep, so he can't see you on sensors.
Alright. Then with non-integrated weapon, I will make a hold shot to his drive and use.
And I think you might be able to set up a second aura there, Martel, so we don't erase the other one.
Oh.
Either way. That's fine, because you'll be making a new TA and I later anyhow.
Yeah.
So good job.
Cold shot to his drive and use.
You can't reach it because it's a backpack, so you'd have to be behind him to shoot at his rocket pack.
Okay. In that case,
Good thinking, though.
I don't like rolling for random hit locations. So what would I rather shoot? Let me find that damage table again.
56. Hope you're enjoying this chat. I think it's about to get nasty. Oh, and of course, I forgot to put the link to the game I'm selling in the description. Let me fix that right freaking now. While CL decides his next move.
Let's try and reduce that armor rating. So that'd be a shot to number 4 is the body.
Oh, you don't even have to do a called shot for that, because it covers the whole surface of the mech. That's just a matter of hoping you do enough damage. Now, you could try to go for the armor.
What I'm trying to avoid is shooting him and having the damage all get soaked up by one of his weapons instead of the actual mech.
Yeah, okay. So what you could do, like if you want to take some armor down, you don't want to specify which area of armor you want to take down. So like his chest or his arms. So like you'd say, I'm aiming like to try to fry the armor off his torso or off his arm or off his leg, etc. Make sense?
Okay, yeah. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what gives me the best odds to just start like chipping away at the mech itself, rather than like the damage just turning into like a small amount of damage to some weapon system.
Ooh, okay. Well, you know what that calls for, I think, is a tactics roll. So why don't you go and roll me 3d6, and then, depending on what you get, I can give you a hint. That's pretty good. All right. Well, let us take a look at that, shall we? So,
Like, if I just want to deal damage to his body stat, is that a called shot against anything?
no, that is not. That's just hoping to get enough damage. However, you probably do want to make a called shot. Oh. Well, if you want to get really nasty, you could just go for the cockpit. Because for
Sure.
because for one thing, excuse me, yeah, you will get a damage bonus against the cockpit door itself. So you'll be more likely to destroy it and then get through and do damage to him.
Let's just do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Zane special. Hey, buckle up, Martel.
Sure. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna figure out your penalty here. 5. So just add 5 to that.
10 hexes away, 11 hexes, 16 hexes away, so 11, so that's going to be extensive damage. Or no, sorry, that's going to be a hit.
Oh, you rolled 27 hit already?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, so you're...
About as good as you could have possibly gotten.
And I say that Plasma Bolt just, like, spears through the trees and bounce right into your cockpit hatch. Okay, so you know the drill. It's going to be 7d6 damage AP, and the Gren 3 will soak with its full body but only half armor.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said 76 plus...
Just 76.
Or no, 76 AP.
Aha.
Ooh. Devastating hit.
Yeah, so here's where stuff gets real fun. Okay, so the Gren 3 has a body of 3, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the 4th damage level, I believe. So yeah, that door is disintegrating in a flash of ruby light, hotter than the surface of the sun. So, like, first, your door vaporizes. Well, so then we subtract that 4D adjusted for size, or that 3D adjusted for size category from the original damage. So now CL, roll damage again. You're going to roll, it's going to be base 4d6, but it's going to be against the pilot. So yeah, you're going to go back up to 7d6. So roll 7d6, and Martel, roll 3d.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. Unfortunately, I think you survived. Because the door did absorb some of the damage for you.
So what? It's only extensive damage. Oh wait, character damage levels 9. Minor trauma.
Ooh, and 1 point, or like 2 points away from moderate. Okay. So you got quite a sunburn. Your door ablated most of the damage for you, luckily, because otherwise you definitely would not have survived that. But you've lost your cockpit door, and you're now at a negative 1d penalty to everything until you're healed, Martel.
On the plus side, your Gran 3 is now convertible.
The cooling wind does help with the sunburn.
Oof. Well, guess I'm gonna have to make that counter jamming rule first time.
Okay. So
I-
just
Don't know if I can actually make it with the -1.
Let's see, my
Oh.
original roll was a
At
17.
best, I can tie him.
well, that would be enough because you just got to equal or exceed it because he sets your difficulty.
Was this 17?
And remember, you do get the Gurn 3 sensor rating as a bonus.
Yeah, but again, the best possible outcome I can have is a 17. I'm not making that roll. This is my luck we're talking about. Instead, I can go from 4 to 8, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you were. You can go from 4 to 12.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to head to the last known point of contact. So 3 forward, or actually 5 forward, no, 6 forward, 1 turn left, and then wait, what if I 8 forward, 1 turn left, 1 forward. Yeah.
You good?
Yep.
Awesome.
8 forward, 1 turn left, 1 forward.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is my shield, or my shielded side is my guy's left.
Yep. But do you have any dodge?
I do. I've got 2 dodges up.
Also, Martel, I would like you to make a paddling roll for that. Did you move a
Alright.
total of 12?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your paddling skill, which is going to be down to 2D now, but you do get the 4D maneuvering bonus from your maneuvering rockets. Okay, yeah, easily. So you're zipping through the trees, getting bugs caught in your teeth, but hey, free protein.
Alright.
See, the sock
So-
lifestyle's not so bad.
The automatic weapon rules. Is that 1 additional hit per 3 that I exceed the contested roll by, or what were the rules on that?
I'm checking now. Yes. When firing automatic weapons, 1 round hits the target. For every 3 points by which the attack roll exceeds the difficulty, round up to a maximum of 6 hits.
Okay.
And doing that only drains 1 ammo from your mag.
Okay.
By the way, fun fact, because you can also choose to aim at multiple targets, you can make multiple called shots with 1 auto-fire attack. Just FYI.
So if I make an automatic attack with the machine gun, can I deplete his dodges?
No, it's all or nothing. So it all counts as 1 attack.
Well, in that case, we'll just take another missile shot.
Okay.
For the chat, pilot skill is one of the best stats to sink your points into. because then
Yeah.
you can take advantage of all these special abilities and still have decent odds of hitting things.
Onboard AI with integrated weapon skills are also great.
Building AIs, and if you have the resources to build an AI, it's a way to create incredibly broken characters.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not seeing a dodge. CL, are you going to attempt to dodge that
yeah.
missile?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
It'll
so
be
it's
3d6 plus 5.
correct.
Can I choose to dodge and use my shield, or is it one or the other?
No, you can do both.
Okay.
So in that case, it'll be plus 15.
Yeesh.
Alright, so that thing's coming after me next turn, though.
Right, yeah, and it also missed the shield. If you rolled a 26, then the shield would have been hit because if the attack fails by 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah, but as it is, let me see what I got here. Let me pick a different color. Right, so it missed you, but it's going to wind up right there. So there is the missile. Okay?
Cool.
And then that will automatically attack again on Martel's next turn. So, Martel, anything else?
Might as well take a shot with the old rifle.
Okie dokie, are you going full auto?
Yep. 15.
So if I dodge that with my shield, really I'm just rolling to see if the shield takes the hit.
Basically, yeah. But that weapon does have a chance of hurting your shield.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, so again, you sidestep away from the stitching line of automatic fire, which saws down trees around you, Predator style. I like to add a little flavor text chat.
Alright, so then, as we were discussing prior to the stream, if I want to get my shield bonus against this missile, I would basically have to do some kind of back step like that.
And you just have to turn so your front and or left fire arc were facing the direction the missile's coming from.
Okay. However, doing this would also take me outside of TA and I range, so he wouldn't get to dodge. So to get a little complicated here, if I wanted to step backwards and then slide backwards, what kind of piloting roll does that look like?
Okay. Let me do the math in my head here.
Or if there's a section in the book, I can...
No, that's fine. That'd be 4 difficulty.
And it would only cost me 2 of my speed.
Yeah, your other option is you would have to decelerate to a full stop, and then throw her in reverse, and accelerate again, so you'd have to spend, what speed were you going at, 2?
I'm at speed 4 right now.
Yeah, so you'd have to spend 4 speed to come to a stop, then at least 1 additional to step backwards. But legs are a bit of an exception. I mean, that's one of the advantage of legs, that's why they give more maneuverability. So yeah, I'll let you just take double the difficulty to take a backwards lunge, basically.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so now the missile would be coming at you head on next time.
And successfully avoid going out of control.
Nice, yeah, we want to avoid that.
Alright. Take another called shot at the cockpit.
Okay,
And I am beyond his TA and I now.
Indeed. Okay, so your difficulty modifier for that shot is 3. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay.
76.
No 10. Because that was just all going against a character scale target.
It,
Oh my.
I am converted into a rapidly dissipating constituent.
Yes, you are. But the good news is you have now earned an automatic 2 rank promotion, and your successors will receive your pension benefits.
And it's guaranteed that there's nothing left inside the cockpit for you to loot. Ha!
And not even the CD
My
player.
mech is now worth only its scrap.
Yeah, you were the EGE player. You're the one that wants to loot mechs. It really does change combat when you're in a scenario where you don't have a lot of mechs and you're trying to keep the other guy's hardware intact so you can take it from him.
Oh, but wait.
We would never have tried this in the
Now-
militia.
We're not done, though.
Build
We're
missile.
not done. Because there's still a missile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, Martel, if you would like to attempt a parting shot,
Sure.
that missile's still alive.
What am I rolling for the homing? 3D?
I'm checking right now.
Here's the dodge.
Yeah, it's 3D.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah,
It's-
blows up a hillock over there. Still got to stay on your toes. All right. Well, thank you both for participating in the test. Yeah, no, it's luck of the dice. I think that early TA and I roll said Martel on his back foot.
Yep.
Yeah. Not being able to dodging is incredibly powerful, as you've seen. So not being able to dodge is really crappy.
Yeah, and this could have gone the other way because, tell you what, let's do a little alternate history. Martel, go ahead and roll 1d6 if you would. I'm curious about something.
If I hadn't lost those maneuvering thrusters.
6.
Yeah, because the alternative to that would have been losing 1d to your body.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Because the next round would have still been a jam. And So the whole reason for taking off was to use the maneuvering thrusters to dodge. I didn't make a single dodge roll.
Yeah, I can see he was playing crafty with the jamming.
Yep.
So there you go, chat. Yeah, sensors, super important.
Also, I think, especially like looking at this damage table further, you really want to set up called shots whenever you can, because otherwise you're just kind of like piecemeal reduce the other guy's effectiveness, but unless you're at a high damage level, it's not going to be a decisive blow necessarily. Like, until you get into the until you get into the devastating damage level, which is exceeding their body by 13 or more, if you're just letting the roll of the dice determine what you do to them, they'll probably still be able to kill you on their next turn if they have a good shot.
I was also just trying a completely different way from my normal play style, which really isn't viable unless you've got a character built for it.
I was curious. I spent most of the games we've played flying around, so I wanted to see what it was like staying on the ground, moving slowly, but getting that consistent +5 bonus.
No, the +5 wasn't. I think it was the ground bonus and the shield bonus together.
Yep, the shield, I didn't realize how good shields were. This explains why the Unharry are such a pain.
Yeah.
Oh, you have not seen the Unharrier 2 team. Those things are
Now to
yeah.
yeah, they are. But chat, to recover a bit of Martell's dignity, in a previous playtest, he took out the Harvester with a Stapfen. Those who've read the books will know that's a big deal.
Oh, I wish I could have been there to see that one.
It was glorious.
It was.
Wait, is this the one where you rammed it?
It is.
Yes, and why did that work, you ask, chat? I'll tell you.
E equals MC squared.
Yep. So if we go to the movement failures table, yeah, piloting mishaps, collision damage, air and space. So it's a function of your mech's speed and mass, aka its body. So at the upper end, if you can get going at a rate of 33 plus, you get the body of your mech in D6 plus 8D. So guess what Martell did?
Yep.
Wasn't even AP. He just brute forced, did like, gosh,
Well,
13 D6 to Harvester.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
Harvester only had a few points of armor and dice. Like, they're actually pretty brittle.
Yep, hard but brutal.
Yep. Great against energy weapons, not so much physical.
Yep, which hint is why in the Exceed S books, they still favor like slug throwers like grind-off rifles and railguns.
Yep. Especially when you get the, like for the Unharrier 2, modified Grandolph rifle rules because those things punch through Exceed armor.
Yep.
The hypervelocity guns.
Oh, and Fiona Wolf is just joining us. Okay, you will definitely want to watch the replay of this stream. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Wait a minute. So are you saying you had 3 fake $100 bills within 3 days, and 2 of them happened tonight? And you caught them? Wow, good job. Did you have to use the marker? Wow. But yeah,
Like I said, I was just trying the hard, fast, go for the weapons play style, which
I don't know. I thought you did well. Like you scored a devastating hit. You got first blood, basically.
The electronic warfare was super valuable.
Yep.
Because if you'd been able to roll dodge against those other attacks, you'd probably be in better shape. It's interesting. I haven't done the math, but I'm assuming at a certain point of armor protection and body, because I think on the more average body and armor mechs, it makes sense to go for called shots against the cockpit or the drives, depending on what you have the angle for. But there's probably an armor level at which you start more just trying to pick off their weapons first.
Honestly, if I had just gone for the shield, called shot shield.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I'm going to sign off here, gentlemen.
Well, hey, thanks. It really helped.
It was fun. Good game.
Yep.
Yeah, good game,
Looking
everybody.
forward to the full playtest.
Yeah. Like, this went so well, I think I'm going to leave this one up. I was thinking of deleting it since we had the early nuts and bolts stuff, the early adjustments, but that combat was so exciting. I think people want to see it.
Take care of them.
Thanks,
Later.
Martel. All right, well, congratulations on your victory.
Hook it up to my good sensor suite.
Yeah, when you get back to your pod, it's going to have 1 additional square meter.
Awesome. Do I get the gold star?
Not yet. You got to get your social credit score up a little bit. Keep climbing that ladder.
I shredded all my Winnie the Pooh books already.
Yes, but you didn't recycle the shredded paper.
That's right. I just threw them out like some kind of maniac.
Sorry, buddy. You got to be team player around here. See, Bradford Walker says, note, if you want the RPG Pundit to do a game review, his policy is to furnish him with a physical copy, as he's in Uruguay. That may take some time and not be cheap. Okay, well, take it under advisement. I did send Jeffro a complimentary copy. Oh, and now my avatar is off center because one of the Discord windows closed. One moment. Oh, wrong thing.
I do like that the jamming is an integrated weapon attack as well, because it gives mechs without integrated weapons something to do, and it gives their pilots something to do with the integrated weapons skill.
Hey, good point.
Otherwise, without that, Martel's making 2 attacks around to my 1.
Ooh, yeah.
And in a campaign, the electronic warfare is super fun to dig into.
I'm glad you like it. Oh, good night, John Monkey. All right, cool. Well, did you enjoy that chat? Did you enjoy watching our Mecha Gladiators duke it out for your entertainment? Are you not entertained? Sorry, I had to drop the reference. But yeah, and as a bonus, we also gleaned some expert rules feedback, especially pertaining to electronic warfare. So I'm glad everyone seems to be digging that. We did work hard on that. The current jamming rules are the result of about 15 years of refinement, so they should be good. And I'm glad you seized upon that and figured that out, CL.
I'm just glad that Martel asked about it after he had already made his integrated weapon attack. I was like, oh crap, this could go really, really poorly. Especially with equal skill pilots, a lot of these things, like, it makes it more dangerous because so much stuff comes down to luck of the dice with the equal skilled pilots. That you're like, he could fail or he could succeed overwhelmingly. With something like jamming. Which is what I think for character creation, because I tried min-maxing the one campaign where I sunk most of the points into the base stats and barely took any skills, which works pretty well for a lot of skills that you're going to need anyway, because even having like a 3 or 4 in a skill, I think for a lot of skills represents like a professional level in that skill. So if you put a bunch of your base stats in 3 or 4, you can then sink your stat points into the skills that really matter for wanting to exceed the limits your stats would give you, like piloting, TA&I, etc.
Yeah, you don't know how often. Sorry, go ahead.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with like high piloting and TA&I.
Yeah, and you don't know how often over the past like 3 years I've had to self-censor and say surpass. I had to stop myself. But, yeah.
Combat frame exceed.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Well, cool, yeah. Let's check chat here. Bradford Walker says, felt like a blend of Star Wars and Vecton Zeta, which works for me. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Also, how about a follow-up stream showing off the build system? What do you think about that, CL? Like, take people through mech construction?
That sounds like Martel's wheelhouse for sure.
Oh man, the things that man has come up with, like they just are horrifying. And yes, we'll definitely be doing more of these.
Just show him Kobold's character sheet and explain how that monstrosity exists.
Yeah, I think I know a way to do it. I think I could do it in Roll20 as like a handout.
And I believe Kobold hasn't shown up in any of the stories yet, but I believe one of his descendants has.
Yeah. It is hinted that both like Tulip and Dr. Gooey have some kobold DNA.
He's like the Genghis Khan of the AI world.
Exactly. Like I also want to make sure I'm not doxing anyone because I don't know who put like what name on which sheet. One moment. See if I can find this for you, chat. And alphabetize. Okay. So yes, I do have the sheet. Just want to make sure there's no compromising information on it. Yep, there is. Okay. So I'm not going to save this, but I'm going to temporarily redact that. Save it as something else. There we go. Okay. So now I should be able to do like a handout. Save it as something else. Oh, weird. Now I'm hearing myself. Did that work?
Adler Observatory.
Sorry, what about that?
Just over on the sidebar, the old Adler Observatory.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good times.
Here, the view from space is lovely.
Especially this time of year. Oh, that's weird. It didn't take. Ha.
There he is.
Oh, you're seeing it?
Yeah, over in the sidebar, underneath Halo Array and above Cure Gray.
Doesn't seem like anything's really happening. Yeah, I don't think it can handle. It's loading.
I'm just watching via the stream now.
Okay, yeah, I'm over in Roll20. I don't think I can handle an ODF file. Oh, Judd Goswick says, just saw this. We'll have to check this out later. I pre-ordered the game. I'd love to see it in action. Well, thank you, Judd Goswick. I would love to show you the insanity of the Kobold cheat. Hold on, I got another idea.
Reading back through the chat, I'm actually kind of surprised that no mecha game has done really had a strong electronic warfare component before.
Really, this is the first time. Odd.
According to Spook 205, actual meaningful ECS is something novel in a tabletop mecha game.
Wow. So here's what I'm going to do. I just did a screen cap of Kobold's character sheet. And I know I can share images. So let's do that. And this will also give you guys a look at the character sheet.
If it's not already, this should definitely be tagged under the cyberpunk category on Amazon. I would say for the rules that you've got and the way we've played it, it absolutely plays as a cyberpunk game with mech.
Thank you, and yes, it is. I used cyberpunk for multiple keywords. So I'm glad you caught that. Excuse me. Okay. So there's save. Go ahead.
Most of our Estrella campaign was entirely more on the cyberpunk Shadowrun side of things. I don't think the mechs got broken out until the end when we stole them all.
I think you're right. I can always check my
We
notes.
did a lot of my spelunking nurse.
Yeah, your spelunking pharmacist nurse. All right. Here we go. So
Again, when the GM tells you that a certain skill level equates to professional skill in that thing, you can make a lot of use of that within the game world. Like if, say, you need a job to infiltrate a place.
Right, yeah, your character just applied for a job opening at Cyclov Estrella. With a little help from Kobold, landed it. And had infiltrated. And there it is.
So when you build an AI, you basically get to pick and choose the best skills of everyone you have that also has the programming skill. So if everyone takes enough programming to be decent at it, they can then program their best skills into the character, and so you can create a best of all worlds type character. Which is why he has Cyber Warfare 10d6. Which I believe we boosted with the sensor suites we installed on the mechs we put them in. Pretty sure Martel rolled like 30d6 for a cyber attack once. And then all the engineering skills are there, so Martel could use them to build all of his crazy creations.
Yep, and to walk people through how he built those crazy creations. So if you see the upper right, the second page of the sheet, which is spilling over into the feed in OBS, but that's okay. You'll see AI Core rating 110 computer. You guys see that? So that's basically the AI's build points, okay? And also its maximum number of dice for all of its dice pools. So Kobold had 110 points to divide between all of his stats and skills, which was like the current technology cap at the time.
I think it's the equivalent of like 20 smartphones or something.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, probably higher than that.
Yeah, I've got the figures in the rule book, but I'm not going to look them up right now. But yeah, so
like I want to say like a handheld is like a rating 5 or rating 10 computer.
Yeah.
To give an idea.
You guys stripped a bunch of computer cores out of like Grenzmarks you captured and stuff. Like multiple of them.
Add them to the old server farm. Yeah, Grenzmarks are just a walking collection of computer parts and a nuke, so.
Alright, good night, Judd Goswick.
If you're playing the campaign just with mech combat, you're probably doing something wrong.
I concur. So also keep in mind, guys, that a skill rating of 3 to 4 is considered professional level. And then like a 9 or 10 is pretty much on par with the best expert ever in history at something. So that should give you benchmarks here.
So Ayumaz was a skill 12 pilot.
Yep, so he's the best ever in the whole series. In case anyone needed that question settled. I don't really count Magabi and Sulia since they're not human. And although Dex and Azusa come really close. Like they're nipping at Maz's heels toward the end of Z-Strike. And yes, spoiler alert, in Z-Strike Exceed, the upcoming final Comic Frame Exceed S novel, what I've been building up to finally happens, and Dex and Azusa throw down. They get into a mech duel, one-on-one. Which I can't wait to write. I'll tell you the part of it takes place inside the Sovereign Protector's port outboard armature, which has also been blown free from the ship and is tumbling through space while they fight inside of it.
The end of Double S is certainly something that's going to divide some loyalties.
Oh, dude. You have no idea. There will be a plethora of arrests at the beginning of the next book. Let's just say that. And, like, strippings of rank and cashierings out of the service. And, yeah, it's going to be a cluster. I can't wait. So yeah, there's Kobold. He's a pistol. I'll say that for him. Okay. Well, I'm sure folks have school and work tomorrow, so this went better than I had hoped. Thanks largely to my co-hosts CL and Martel. Thanks to you again, CL. Thanks again to Martel, wherever he is. Thanks to the surprising number of people in chat who showed up for this. Thank you, Steelhead Megaman. So for Geek Gab, this is Brian wishing you a good night. I'm sure Martel would if he was still here. Say good night to the folks, CL.
Night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. And as always, you can check out the main Geek Gab stream on Saturdays with your hosts, Daddy Warpig and Dornall. You can check out our regular... Well, it's been semi-regular because work has just been inundating me. But yeah, my plan is to resume live streaming Final Fantasy Tactics this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at around 9 p.m. Central. So stay tuned for that. I will be issuing updates. And yeah, at some point when we can get more players, we will get 2 full teams, a SOC team and an EGE team, and do a proper full-scale test of this system. And I'll see if we can coax Martel into doing a character and mech build tutorial on here or something, or at least a demo. Sound good?
Sounds good.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Okay. Well, again, make sure to like and subscribe. I have added the link to this game, the Combat Frame Exceed role-playing game, in the show description below. So if you like what you saw, pick that up. The ebook is only 99 cents. And for collectors out there, both trade paperback and hardcover editions are available. So yeah, I think that's about it. Anything you want to add, CL?
Got nothing.
All right, yeah. I think we gave you our all, chat. Glad you're appreciative. I'm going to try to figure out how to stop streaming OBS because I've never used it before. and then we'll be done. Okay, I found the stop streaming button. This is Geek Gab signing off. Good night.